Pamela.
I'm Avon.
And I'm Kate.
Today we're dishing with you from the Darlington House, which is located at 1610 20th Street Northwest in DuPont Circle.
And today our guest knows all about how to be social in the city. Lindsey Mask, founder of LDC, thank you so much for being with us.
It's really hard to hear that sitting among you three, but thank you.
Well, we're so excited you're with us because we love social groups. And you created one. What is LDC?
Well, LDC started as a dinner group. So it was as simple as Ladies Dinner Club.
Oh.
And I had 5 of my girlfriends sit down with me. I said, once a month, we're working in a man's world. I just need 5 people that once a month I can sit with and talk and not really worry about being politically correct. And it's okay to talk about my shoes and not be looked down upon at the office or whatnot. So I said, please don't tell anyone about it. Let's just make it private. We'll pick out a new restaurant every month. And the next thing I know, word of mouth, it just grew and it grew and it grew. And then suddenly I recognized there was an actual need. I wasn't the only one feeling this sort of level of frustration and wanting to be able to talk about fashion instead of just politics, but still be political and still be relevant. And the next thing I know, we now have 424 girls.
Seriously?
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, 424. So when did you start this exactly?
3 years ago.
So it's built
It's
up
just-
and built up.
Yeah, and it's
built
really
up.
just grown out from underneath my feet. We do have a welcome committee now. It's very ad hoc. There's nothing formal. There's not really a board. But it fulfills a need. And we have a listserv that has the most astronomical information that comes through it because of the membership. So whatever everyone else is involved in, now we are all involved in. So if there is a protest of some sort, if there is a run, an art show, a design show. We have multiple designers that are in the group. We've had Saks Fifth Avenue come to us. We have vendors that come to us now because they recognize that you have a group of strong, successful, young, interested, and interesting women who they're a great market to tap into, and we definitely reap the benefits of it. And it's simply just for
socialize.
Yeah, just getting together. and
You
networking.
talk about socializing, you talk about events, but one thing that I've also noticed that it's really used for, which is really helpful, is to get recommendations about businesses, about products. I mean, maybe you're new to the city and you don't know where to go to the dentist.
Exactly. Yeah, doctor referrals. We have a lot of doctor referrals, job referrals. It's become also a great source for job leads. And several times I have girls who haven't even quite moved to the district who then who email and say, I'd like to join onto your listserv. I hear that there are a lot of job leads, and ultimately move to DC and like immediately are part of a network and a family. And I think that's become invaluable too for people who are new to the city. It can be slightly overwhelming if you come here, you don't know one single person, you don't know where to live, you don't know what's safe, and that's what people do. They get on this listserv. Is the northeast area of town safe? And then you'll have someone respond, well, is it near Lincoln Park? Is it? And they get this immediate feedback, and you have a network of women. The motto is women helping women, and that is exactly what we do. Whether you have your own business, we want to help you succeed. If you want to run faster, we've got a running group for you. If you want to live in a better home, if you need a realtor, if you need a doctor. And then our dinners now,
Yeah,
there's
425 of you. How do you find a
We
restaurant?
typically have 20 to 40 girls come to each one. Everybody's obviously busy, so you just kind of pick a random day of the week, and whoever can come can come. And that's another beauty of the group. There are no obligations. There's no money up front. There's
No
you don't have to
fees,
So you don't have a membership fee or
Yeah,
anything?
no, you get what you give, and if you want to participate, you can. And if you do, it's such a success. You receive so much benefit from it.
So your monthly dinners, do you have a particular topic that you talk about?
That's
that you
right. So
focus
we'll
on?
change it from month to
Okay.
month. So last month in particular, or actually it would be this month in June, but we were running in Susan G. Komen for the first time. As a group, we raised around $2,500, which we thought was pretty good for our first time to do this.
I think so.
Yeah, and so for that dinner, we went, had pasta, full carb dinner. We went to Buca di Beppo, and we had a speaker, a phenomenal speaker. She was a nutritionist who spoke on cancer-fighting foods.
Wow.
After you ate your pasta.
And the dessert.
She did analyze what we were eating as well, which I didn't think about, but she was just amazing, and she was able to teach us and inform us about foods that will help us to fight cancer the day before we all run this run on behalf of raising money to find the cure for breast cancer. So I mean, it's things like that. They're always relevant to the day. I always take feedback from the group, the membership.
How do you manage the feedback, being that there's over 400 women and you have a listserv? It's not as if you have a Facebook. If you have Facebook as well, you're doing Facebook and other social media as well.
Yes,
okay, so how would you? Because you can't be doing this by yourself.
I do, except for the new membership.
So you're not sleeping.
It's really low. It's not a lot of work. It's an easy lift because I enjoy it. I think part of my nature is to help people, and I think that's probably what I have found in most other people, is they really just want an avenue to help people. And if you're asked a question for a recommendation, don't you want to answer? Of course you do. You want to help somebody who's new. And that's all that is, and that's an easy lift. It's not, you don't go out of your way, it's an email. If you don't want to go, if you don't have the time to go to a dinner, you don't, but you're still a participant, and you're still a very important part of the group.
So if somebody is in town now, or if they're coming from out of town and they're like, okay, I heard about this organization, how do they find out more? How do they join?
And this
How
is
does
a
she?
little bit
she join?
How do I join? How
It's
does
not
she
for men
join?
yet.
No, however, there's always that fatal attempt. We have a Yahoo listserv, so if you just go to yahoogroups.com and you type in LDC, you will find it. Ladies DC is in Yahoo listserv, and then on Facebook, if you just do the search for Ladies DC or LDC, you'll find it that way.
And apparently it really travels by word of mouth as well.
It absolutely does. I mean, there is no advertising. We've been highlighted by National Journal twice.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we get written up from time to time as being a really solid, very professional networking group. It is not just about social activities, but the networking capabilities with this group are really phenomenal.
I can't imagine the slew of applicants you're going to have after appearing here on the District Dish.
That's our hope.
Then you won't be sleeping at all.
Well, that's right. Ladies Dinner Club, or LDC, can tell you a lot of things about the district, and so can we. Thanks for watching this episode of the District Dish.